Well, a lovely evening and thank you for joining us on the ICU TV Main News at 8. Now, before we get into the details, let's take a quick look at the stories that are making headlines. Mweetwa hails economic recovery, reaffirms commitment to democracy and good governance. Lake Kariba records marginal rise in water levels following increased rainfall. And Katima mini hospital damaged by heavy storm in Sesheke. And in international news, Trump says progress made in Ukraine peace talks, but key issues remain unresolved. And on the sports front, Chipolopolo face Morocco without Captain Sakala in Afcon 2025 decider. On the news desk, my name is Maluba Eric J. Wanamijend. Minister of Information and Media and Chief Government Spokesperson, Honorable Cornelius Mweetwa, MP, says 2025 has ended on a positive note, with President Hakainde Hichilema successfully steering Zambia from economic distress to recovery and setting the country on a path of accelerated and sustainable transformation into 2026 and beyond. Honorable Mweetwa says the President's leadership has attracted growing confidence from local and international institutions, credit rating agencies, and governance bodies, a confidence that is also reflected domestically through public endorsement of policies such as the Constituency Development Fund, the restoration of student meal allowances, the revival of mines, and the clearance of arrears owed to retired civil servants. The chief government spokesperson reaffirms government's commitment to peace, transparency, and the integrity of the electoral process, while urging the media to uphold truth and objectivity and to highlight Zambia's economic stabilization, improved governance, and restored international confidence as a national success story.
In terms of economic recovery, the decision lies in the hands of the citizens. We have seen, as government, recognition from respected bodies around the world, such as the Mo Ibrahim Index on Governance and Economic Management, credible credit global rating agencies, and now even the international media, as epitomized by the Daily Telegraph, that has rendered its opinion of confidence in the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema and the direction he has taken the nation. More and more stamp a vote of confidence in President HH's leadership. We have also seen more and more citizens come on board to unequivocally and with certainty acknowledge that they are doing the right thing, endorse publicly the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema. Just to name a few, because there are too many, but those that are representative of others because of the role they play. Not too long ago, His Royal Highness Chief Puta told the nation on behalf of their Royal Highnesses across the nation how their Royal Highnesses were grateful and in recognition of the delivery of President Hakainde Hichilema to do with free education, to do with expanded CDF to do with inclusive development, to lead a nation in unity, to amend the constitution amicably, and be able one more time to stamp an authority of trustworthiness, that when as a leader and as a team of leaders you promise your citizens that we shall do this and not that, you deliver, because that's a basis of leadership.
Well, Lake Kariba has recorded a marginal rise in water levels following increased rainfall received in parts of its catchment areas in recent weeks. Well, authorities say this slight improvement is a result of continued rainfall activity, which has contributed to increased inflows into the lake, though levels remain below optimal capacity. And meanwhile, all stakeholders have cautioned that while the development is encouraging, sustained and consistent rains are required to significantly improve water levels and support power generation and other economic activities dependent on the lake. Well, part of Katima Mini Hospital in Sesheke district has been damaged following a heavy storm that hit the town yesterday. Well, the storm, accompanied by strong winds and heavy rainfall, blew off a section of the hospital's roof, while leaving part of the facility exposed to the elements. And at the time of reporting, no injuries had been reported, and hospital staff are working to secure the affected area and safeguard equipment. And local authorities and disaster management teams are expected to assess the damage and determine necessary interventions to restore normal operations. Well, residents have been urged to remain cautious as weather conditions remain unstable, with forecasts indicating possible continued rainfall in the area. We now take our first break and we'll be right back with more of our local stories. Do stay tuned. Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development. Well, thank you so much for still staying tuned. And now to continue with our local stories. Well, Minister of Health, Dr. Elijah J. Muchima, has officially unveiled the newly acquired King Air B200 aircraft for the Zambia Flying Doctor Service at Peter Zuze Airport in Dola. Well, the aircraft becomes the fourth in the Flying Doctor Service fleet and the third to be acquired since the UPND government assumed office. Well, government says the addition reinforces its commitment to strengthening emergency medical evacuation services and expanding access to specialized healthcare all across the country. And a local contractor in Chipata district has commended government for deliberately targeting local firms through the Constituency Development Fund, CDF. Well, in John Shawa area of Msanga Ward, a new agricultural structure is currently under construction following long-standing complaints from residents over livestock health challenges. While the contractor said the project demonstrates government's commitment to empowering local businesses while addressing community needs, adding that CDF has restored hope and economic participation at grassroots level, and community members have welcomed the development, saying it will improve livelihoods and support agricultural productivity in the area. Well, traffic has resumed on the Great East Road in Rufunsa district following the successful installation of an acro bridge at Kankumba stream, which was washed away by heavy rains. Well, the reopening of the road was officially flagged off by Lusaka Province Minister Shio Muliata in the company of Zambia National Service Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi. Well, Mishek Kumfune gives us more in this report.
The National Service ZNS has successfully installed an acro bridge across the washed away section of the Great East Road at Kankumba Stream in Rufunsa district, restoring traffic along the critical route. The reopening of the road was officially flagged off by Lusaka Province Minister Shio Muliata in the company of Zambia National Service Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi, making a resumption of the traffic after days of disruption caused by the heavy rains. The affected section, located approximately 87 kilometers from the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport roundabout, was cut off on December 25, 2025, after heavy rainfall led to the failure of the Amco steel culvert, washing away about 5 meters of the road embankment. RDA Chief Communications and Corporate Affairs Manager Anton Mloa says the installation of the acro bridge is aimed at restoring and facilitating the smooth flow of traffic along the Great East Road, which links Lusaka to Eastern Province. He disclosed that the bridge installation works were completed at 6 hours today in the morning and has since been opened to traffic. Mr. Mloa further revealed that engineers on site had earlier completed the construction of the detour, which helped ease traffic congestion during the emergency period. Meanwhile, Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi revealed that nationwide road inspections have commenced to identify vulnerable sections and avoid being caught unaware during the rainy season.
We've been directed to go out and inspect all roads so that this should not be happening as a surprise. As engineers, I think we need to be proactive. We are going to mobilize together with the RDA. We'll start with this same road, Eastern Province. We'll check it up to Chipata. Check everywhere. Where we find that there are signs of it almost giving up, He assured motorists that the Zambia National Service ZNS will continue working closely with the RDA and other stakeholders to ensure timely response to infrastructure emergencies. Motorists have since been urged to exercise caution when using the bridge as government works towards permanent solution. Reporting for ICU TV along the Great East Road, I am Mweetwa Mishek.
Well, you are still watching the ICU TV Main news. Now, we're going to short break, and coming up next is international and sports news. Do stay glued.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back. And now in international news, well, the United States President Donald Trump says progress has been made in talks aimed at ending the war in Ukraine, but warned that several thorny issues remain unresolved. Well, Trump said negotiations have shown signs of movement, but emphasized that key sticking points continue to complicate efforts towards a comprehensive peace agreement. And details of the talks remain limited, with observers saying the conflict continues to pose significant geopolitical and humanitarian challenges. Well, still in international news, a man believed to be carrying a handgun was shot and killed by police following a two-vehicle crash on London Road, Thetford. Well, armed officers responded after the suspect left the scene holding what was described as a handgun and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Well, the nearby A11 was temporarily closed while investigators worked in a wooden area. Well, it has reopened northbound but remains closed southbound. We take our final break and we'll be right back with sports news. Do stay glued.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Well, welcome back, and now getting down to the sports front. Well, the Zambia national football team, Chipolopolo, take on the Atlas Lions of Morocco today in a crucial Group A match in Rabat. Well, the technical bench has urged players to maintain discipline, focus and confidence as they seek a positive result against a strong Moroccan side in front of their home crowd. Well, team captain Fashion Sakala has been ruled out of the match after falling ill in Rabat. Well, team doctor Wesley Ngongo confirmed that Sakala was rushed to hospital. Universitaire International Mohammed, the 60th for further medical attention following complaints of abdominal discomfort, dizziness, and general weakness. Well, his absence deals a significant setback to the Copa Bullets as head coach Moses Chone finalizes the starting 11 and substitutes. With that sports item, we come to the end of the ICU TV Main news. But before we go, we will take a look at the stories that made headlines. Now, Mweetwa hails economic recovery, reaffirms commitment to democracy and good governance. Lake Kariba records marginal rise in water levels following increased rainfall. Katima mini hospital damaged by heavy storm in Sesheke. And in international news, Trump says progress made in Ukraine peace talks, but key issues remain unresolved. And on the sports front, Chipolopolo face Morocco without Captain Sakala in the Afcon 2025 decider. Thank you so much once again for watching the ICU TV Main news, and for more updates, do stay glued on the ICU TV page that is on Facebook, and ICU TV ZM that is on our website, and also ICU TV that is on YouTube. I've been your anchor this evening, Maloba Eric J. Have a lovely evening.